Yap, ini satu.
Able-bodied adventurers. Hi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp.
Itu Pak, godain
Tame
ALOY.
machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
Kayak ada yang ngirim orang untuk ngecek.
So now you're hiring someone
mesin, Pak.
to find the
Ngecek
last
suatu
man you
mesin.
hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
Rumor apa?
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them.
Kalian ada suatu kelompok namanya Ban. Ini bisa mengendalikan ini juga apa? Mesin, Pak. Kita mengendalikan, seharusnya mengendalikan sih soalnya kan mesin-mesin di sini kan agresif teman-teman. Kalau liar gitu. The Banuk.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women, snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice.
Tempat salju ya.
Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries.
Katanya itu juga
Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter
kayak ada
frost.
kekuatan mistik ataupun sihir-sihir gitu, Pak.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
Ya, bukan
But
penjual
you
sih.
send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl.
Jangan dia jual ini, Pak, jual rumor.
Huntress.
Jual
We
cerita.
live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities.
Dia petua apa?
But why should risk stand in the way
Petualang
of
tapi
lucrative
dia nyuruh-nyuruh
prospect
orang
for
untuk
the likes of me?
berpetualang
All right.
demi dia gitu. Jadi mungkin dia ngambil ceritanya aja sih.
If I did look into your rumor,
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
Na 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 na. Ini tadi bawah kah? Ya kan kunci, Pak. Di mana sih? Mau ngobrol sama orangnya kok agak ribet, Pak.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
Ntar guys.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
you mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations and welcome.
Kenapa perkumpulan para itu
Our members
hunters?
reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader.
Sunhawk
Should introduce
Assis.
you to a hawk. hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Hehe.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here and a woman
Ini
at
kayak
that.
Asian gitu pak.
So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right. You're new here.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander,
berarti yang-
regardless of tribe.
Apa
Ursa,
sih yang
captain of the vanguard, came in
tes-tes
and
hunter
delivered
itu,
that news
teman-teman?
personally.
Kayak kita
should've
bakal
been
dapat
there.
sesuatu,
It was
Pak.
glorious.
Bisa
But I
dapetin
figured they would sweep it
semuanya.
under the rug and say no woman
agak
in the
susah loh,
Border
nggak tahu
Commander
kenapa.
qualified. Yet here you are.
Oh, bagi aku sih agak
You
susah
remember?
gitu.
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the
Oke,
changes
admin.
in Meridian have been good to me.
Kan admin siapa?
I don't think the Oseram know how to
bagian
sell
depan
to us
gitu
Karja.
teman-teman.
The trader I
Customer
worked for
service,
last
ya.
couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say.
Ini cewek ini pernah juga
This is
di
a much better job. I
desain
figure I'll be
wajahnya
able
itu
to open my own shop soon enough.
di apa misi-misi awal itu teman-teman. Misi
What
sampaian
do you
juga
want with my marks?
yang
You hunters and your badges.
apa ayahnya
I'm not
cedera
gonna take
gara-gara
them.
ngejar
I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart.
ngejar mesin dan
Yeah,
dia
I thought
anaknya
that'd
tuh
get your
ngejar
attention.
ini juga teman-teman.
If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the
apa,
5 hunting grounds,
mesin itu
come to
karena
me.
ada tombak
I
dari
can give
mendiang
you up to
ibunya.
3 weapons, one for
Kalau
15
kalian
half
episode
suns,
1,
one for 15 full suns,
kalian tahu sih
and
maksudnya.
one you'll love for all blazing
Nah,
suns.
maksud soalnya wajahnya mirip.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a hunter's
Yang
lodge
dapat
weapon.
senjata, Pak.
Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next hunter's lodge weapon from me.
Kita kali aja Pak Hunters. Emang agak ribet teman-teman. Mungkin di atas nih. Katanya di atas Bro.
Renora,
Naman.
I'm the mournful Naman.
Naman.
My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this.
In grief, you hold yours close, like a talisman.
Hah? Lagi itu Pak. Pemakaman.
Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed.
Ini kayak apa sih mungkin?
These people
Bukan
seek
ketua
to
adat sih,
honor their
kayak-
loved, their lost,
Kayak kalau
with their
dalam
own
agama Kristen itu
voices.
mungkin pendeta
Not
teman-teman.
mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles.
Pemuka agamanya nih.
While Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sun.
Benar kayak game Dragon Age teman-teman. Apa sih dialognya Pak?
What kind of obstacles?
Cinematic
The
dialognya.
first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the shrine
Yang
of kings
Inquisition.
on the road to
Yang
the city.
ketiga yang salah.
He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun
Kok di
priest
Witcher kayak
who
gini,
suffer
Pak, ya?
no heathen.
Apa sih?
This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, called the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spire's shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Woi,
I didn't think your priesthood would ask
apa
outside
sih
this round.
suruh bersihin mesin
Only
teman-teman?
the sun would set on our pride.
Di mungkin tempat
Until this is done, I am no
apa
sun priest.
tempat-tempat
To wear a
ritualnya.
red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
A killing. You mean the
Right,
Red
Setiap.
Rings?
Yes. And
Nah,
the
kita
sacrifices
tahu
that came
dari
after.
cerita
Why did the
dialog
priests go
sebelumnya tuh.
along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we
Itu kalau
Karja
raja
are more
sebelumnya,
concerned with what is
Raja Karja
tradition
itu
and what is right.
suka memulai peperangan
Maybe
tuh.
the
Bang.
Karja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end, he said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar.
Ini bahasa Inggrisnya emang agak ini sih berat teman-teman.
How so?
Menurut aku sih vocabnya Mbak.
Most of the old priests
Kata-kata bahasa Inggris yang dipakai di sini memang agak berat.
sun.
Ya aku juga kadang-kadang agak bingung apa yang dibicarakan. Karena bahasa Inggrisku nggak terlalu bagus juga, Pak. Tapi aku paham inti ceritanya sebenarnya. Tapi mau diartikan tetap salah, teman.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment
Masih
was
hidup nggak
worse of all.
saudaranya tuh udah
You
tewas,
lost
Pak.
someone you loved too.
Yap, udah tewas.
I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I
Yap.
took on these roles,
Memorinya masih ini katanya.
I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
Oke. Mana lagi guys?
You there! Can you help me?
Oh, that's...
Nora, please, I need to speak. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
What? Thief?
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and
Katanya
professional. They
rumahnya
took only the sword,
kemalingan, Pak.
my most
Dan
valuable
ngambil apa?
possession. The thief went out through the
Pedangnya
window and
dicuri
scared the
sama
shadow off my
saudaranya.
steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's
Pedangnya berharga.
priceless.
Yep.
Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service.
Oh,
He was killed in battle during the
Prajurit.
liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
jangan orang dekatnya, Pak.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King. So
Soalnya
when he
tahu
fell,
tentang pedangnya kan.
they ran
Kok
out of
pencuri
fear
biasa
of
pasti cari
retribution.
uang, Pak.
As an
Ini
honor
ngambil
guard to a
spesifik itu
venerable
ngambil
priest, my
pedang
nephew
gitu.
had no choice
Kenapa
but
sih
to
orang
go with
dekat?
them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what
Okay.
I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Oke. Ini ya.
You
Bersih-bersihnya
saw
Pak
the
katanya
thief
lihat.
make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see. Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window.
Kok aku curiga dia, Pak?
He
Yang
ran
nyuri, Pak.
past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Don't pass up these goods.
Investigate the crime scene. Itu, Pak.
Lots of blood bleeding away.
Ada ini ya, namanya jejaknya, Pak. Keluar dari jendela. Dulu, bro.
Yes, you look capable. You might do.
I'm still
Come
on the
here if you
trail.
will.
Oke.
Don't pass up these good.
Still more blood. The thief got cut. The trail ends here.
Impervious to attack.
Someone must have seen the thief.
Damn shadow Karja got.
I've got all the best goods here.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Found any Banuk relics in the wilds, Outlander?
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the
Bukan, Mbak.
stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so
Kira
maybe
tukang
he needs a
bersih-bersihnya, Pak,
binding.
pencurinya, Pak.
Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Oke. Pencurinya itu the base stairs ke bawah apa katanya.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Ke depan. Di manakah pencurinya?
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by.
Mbak,
Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah, almost crashed into me too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The
jadi
thief
pedangnya mana,
must
Pak?
have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Katanya kata saksinya tadi itu Pak, nggak ada melihat dia pakai pedang. Cuman dia katanya kelihatan panik memang. Pedangnya di mana Pak? Jangan gak sama penjual di sini lagi.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but
Katanya
not for
memang
profit.
dikasih ke dia terus dia
The
kasih ke
shards
orang
will
lain
go to
lagi.
people in need.
You expect me to
Dia
believe that?
nggak ngambil
I can
keuntungan
prove it.
katanya. Untuk orang-orang
Meet my
katanya.
friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you.
Oke, katanya
But alright.
saya coba cek temannya Pak.
I'll check out the
Kalau kita
watermill.
nggak percaya
Okay.
alasannya itu.
Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Pentingan orang banyak. Nah, caranya salah sih.
Lost another caravan to machines last week. Docked my wages.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Siapa yang
Not
dapetin,
the
Pak?
bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in
Yang
Shadowside
dibagi-bagiin
get
ke
to eat
orang-orang itu
or
yang
bandage their
membutuhkan.
wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Ini penadahnya teman-teman.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fort. They only went west. They starved. So am I.
Kenapa?
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Jadi
Where's the
pedangnya.
sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
Jadi
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore.
oh tukar
He was
cari
bound for
temannya Pak.
Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade.
Tukar Pak.
Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of shadow karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
Satu karja ini apakah termasuk pasukan karja yang masih mendukung kerajaan lama kah atau gimana?
Fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court. Not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's
Penjual
not
ini.
interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap mall lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner.
If the sun would only grant my prayers.
Smiling
Never
Run.
mind snap more lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded
Oh, ini
for.
kayak itu, Pak. Penadah itu, Pak.
So which,
No market for a snap mall lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Jadi tukang
Where do
besi
you
juga
think we
tadi.
are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lenses at a time like this.
hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned,
Partner
plain
tapi
hammered wood.
sering berantem.
If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough.
So which...
No market for...
Where do you think we are?
I know
Oh, great.
The sun's baked...
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together
Yep.
if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court. Like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
Long
A
leg
snap
lens.
ma lens.
Fine.
Baru dua, Pak.
I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap ma lens. What do you say?
I drove her off. That's rich. Listen, Huntress. Long
Satu
leg
mau
lens.
long leg, satu snap mau.
Scroungers, bring us your medal.
What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
We were agreed. I do the calling.
Kita sambil ini
My
juga
family
ya.
might still be alive. And you're going to stand here and do nothing?
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
Katanya apa? Rumahnya diserang, Pak, sama mesin.
What kind of machines? Where did they
Yang
come
korup
from?
atau bukan?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate.
Dia masih ada orang tuanya dan
Fine
istri dan anak
tapestries,
di bawah
custom
sana.
woodwork, silver
Dia
fixtures.
disuruh untuk cari bantuan.
But what about the people there?
Of course, their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a
Ya
dozen
ada
guards
itu
and
nggak? Oh, belum
servants.
ada, belum ada istri. Apanya?
I hope they
Ada
survive.
ayah sama saudaranya aja.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will. Oh, thank you. Oh, please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes.
Bukan
I
sacred.
fought for everything I got.
Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge,
Ada
pestering
orang Nora
your
sering
You're hardly my
menyerang
better.
tanah-tanah mereka.
Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
Kayak Talana itu Pak sampah.
No stomach for killing other cards.
Mana Talana teman?
You're Talana? Bessie
Perempuan,
said
Pak.
you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Dia salah satu orang
It's part of the
yang
hunt.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sun Hawk of the Lodge. The
Sun
highest
Hawk
ranking
mungkin pemimpin
asshole.
di ini ya.
Sorry,
Di perkumpulan
member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes the Sun Hawk.
How does one become a hawk?
Karena
When
seseorang
a
bisa
hawk
menjadi
dies,
elang, Pak.
his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Benar
Yes, of
ada
course.
berburu gak sih di
You
tempat
fight a
ini?
machine,
Ya,
then
tadi
bring its trophy
ini
to Assis the
ngomong-ngomong
Sun
aja.
Hawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
Okay.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker.
Stalker.
Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me.
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil.
Oke. Tiga salah, 2 Ravager. Ravager mana ya? Ravager aku belum pernah ketemu rasanya.
You won't get in there. That
Berarti-
dried up old prune in a
Ini kayak
robe
Olin,
sees
Pak.
to that.
I
Mesin
can be
karakternya.
persuasive. But what does an Oseram want with a Karja shrine anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of loss?
Try me.
I had a
Tapi
lover,
kita juga baru aja kehilangan itu, Pak.
worked
Si
on
orang tua
monuments
asuh
to
kita,
their
teman-teman.
bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The Karja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again. They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of him. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Oseram slaves built that thing. We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the...
Turn away, child.
Jahamin.
The abiding Jahamin wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Iya, ngapain
Defile
dia?
it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once
Kamu mau
pure.
menyendiri, jangan di sini,
Truly,
Pak.
our
Jangan,
tribe
jangan.
has lost the light. Our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak.
Ini apa
The
pendukung
sun
raja
hastens
yang dulu,
across
Pak.
the sky for shame.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father, dishonored us all. To kill the Sun King, what shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood.
Matahari menginginkan darah. Gak percaya.
I thought of Vod taking
The boy to kill us.
And how many?
The sun called.
So the Karja have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority, youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
Raja lama dan ini.
So that's what this is. A tantrum,
Pendeta
a
tua
cry
gitu,
for
Pak.
attention.
Soalnya kan mungkin katanya ada pendeta-pendeta muda nih.
Yet you dare to insult me.
Bawa kerajaan baru.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone. I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You believe in the old regime, but not enough to die for it or be exiled. That's some conviction.
Heathen. My conviction blazes like the noonday light.
Then stop me from bringing in the Oseram.
I cannot.
I thought so.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
Pergi. Orang-orang mau katanya mau berdoa di sini. Mana?
Smoke and sweat. That's how you know you've done a good day's work.
Bisa kah?
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it.
Masih ada banyak konflik, Pak.
I thank
Di
you
apa?
for
Setelah
honoring my
dipimpin
wish.
raja baru.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the Karja do.
Sounds like an opportunity to share a track.